and putting it all on the table. One last presentation, all eyes on them. But it's a prestige moment. It is a Boise State moment. 13-10, Boise State moving on.
I mean, we said it before, Daimyo on a tear. Well, like Nerdy said, they're just happy to be here. They've been playing for fun all season, just working on team chemistry and mindset, and that's now paid off into a grind set that has gotten them here and now gotten them one step closer to the playoffs.
As the cheers and echoes of a record-breaking championship season fade, the Boise State Esports team prepares to start it all again. Winning teams like the Broncos share and live a culture which informs everything they collectively believe and do. This starts with its leaders. Doc shares the blueprint for success.
Come on, play. Let's start with this. We're going to start with the 2024 CEC National Champion. National Championship match.
I don't want to watch it.
Boise, I have to say, one of the most impressive things about them is they are resilient of a team. They get better and better every time we see them play. And it's not going to be until now! Wolva with the dagger! Ball State on your CEC
that exciting 7-game sudden death overtime series ended in a loss. I know a little bit about it. Obviously, I was there. We didn't come up with what we wanted. So I started this in 2017, right? I coached football before that, which should make sense, and band and drumline at a high level, but I was new to esports, right? Recently, a colleague said to me, somewhat enthusiastically, Doc, you've lost more national championship matches than most people ever get a chance to be in. We were supposed to win, right? That's the way the script seemed to be written. It was the first time I'd ever had seniors finishing their final game, and their heads are down.
Want to run. Boise State, I want crowd. Please, I would like to point out, not a single other team at this event has
it just chews you. A lesson I learned then, right, is you can't decide to win.
Being a Bronco is a privilege that many elite players would love to have, but those seats are scarce. Each year begins with the returning players taking on talented walk-ons who would love to knock a starter.
Like anything valuable, it must be taught and developed and practiced and identified when you see it. Above the line is our predetermined strategy. The Titanic was going down. They chose to play. But BCD has never solved a problem. It's never improved a relationship. Today, just commit to yourself to stop wasting your time and energy that will never help you. We have to have strategies in place for how to respond, because we're going to need to respond to bad things happening all year. It's what makes a champion. Tim Kite calls these the R factors, right? The response factors, the ways that we can respond when things go sideways. And they're approved for everybody and the coaches, right? All the way down to the players. The first thing is we have to be able to press pause. We have to be able to press pause so we can gain clarity. Find out what this situation requires of me. Resets the goal in front of us. Doesn't allow us to act on autopilot. A productive pause can be super fast. It can be a couple seconds. You can get the action that you want. You'll occasionally see me take my headset off and just not listen to comments for a second so that I know how I can help. We have to be able to R2. We have to be able to get our mind right, understand the mindset that we're in, and make a good decision to get us to the place we want to be. Lots of things will pop up, but we have to be able to make sure we're in the right mindset to solve the problems and not complain against them. One of the things you can always do, elite players who win in their mind first can control their mindset. We have to be able to step up. We have to be able to ask the question, what does this situation require of me? And then act on that. Step forward and do what the situation requires of us. We have to be able to R4, adjust and adapt. The ability to be flexible is required. It's a mandatory skill of champions. We all had to adjust and adapt for CEC finals. Peter was walking. There was no way, no matter how much he wanted to go, that his mother was not going to let him go. He had to walk, right? Wyatt stepped up. We all had to adjust and adapt to what that situation was going to be, right? But the truth is we don't have time for complaints. Everything is changing.
Locations, like when we go to Vegas, for example, and we play in front of a crowd when they're playing like the stream behind us, and being able to focus in a
Yeah. I think we practice this probably more than other schools do. The best opponents will put us to the test, and what we've done before will stop working. When it does, we have to adjust, adapt, change it. If we don't like what's happening, we have to be able to maneuver to get a better outcome. And we have to R6 build skills. As good as we are today, this is the worst we will ever be. We're going to continue to work throughout the year to build skills that you don't even think you need yet. You're going to be forced to develop. So will I. Every one of us is going to have to raise our level significantly to be as successful as we expect to be. Maybe we're just trying to be better teammates. Maybe we're just trying to be a little bit lighter on our feet and smile a little bit more. This is the process, and we're going to have so much success because of it. I've been excited to share this with you.
You got a little sibling rivalry? Is that what I can call this? What are the thoughts on that?
So we played each other a bunch. We kind of had their number in CCC, and they've had our number in CVAL for this year. So we're just hoping for a good match, and we've had a long history with them, and it should be a good game.
Stress changes the equation for everyone. But remember, we don't get the team we want, we get the team we build. We don't get the culture we want, we get the culture we build. Our goal last year was to build this into a team. For us, we had some struggles. We didn't win the Red Bull Campus Clutch, Rocky Mountain Regional, like we had the year before.
They need to start pinging the spike and getting in and defuse and stopping the defuse. But with that, CU Gold walks away with a 13-7
I mean, the outcomes of those don't define us. Every day was a fight to stay above the line for us and to continue to improve, and what a difference it made. We would go on to win the Mountain West. Undefeated.
Just like that, they get it. Wow, nice job, Broncos. That'll do it, and they have won the Mountain West Championship for Valorant.
So 7 years, 592 losses, right? I've had to learn from every single one of these. Let me be clear, coaches don't lead teams to victory. Elite performance leads teams to victory. When you give them the play, they execute the play. Everybody knows what they're doing. You have the confidence, you have the skill to beat these guys. Keep playing. What we start with today is not quite what we left at on that stage. So I'm hella proud of you, and this is going to be a killer year. You've done hard things. We're going to do hard things still, but we get to do it together. And so this is the process, right? We've got our starters, people we've recruited and played with for years, and there are walk-ons who want to take their seats, and that's what this night is about. An opportunity to build an amazing practice squad that wants to share punches, go back and forth with the top squad, and they're doing it right now. The underdogs are winning. David taking out Goliath.
He's not a common opponent. Doc, I went on an 8-game loss. I'm against Radiance. I didn't even play against Peter.
Okay,
that's not fair.
That's fair. That's fair.